Are you ready to hit the ground running in 2021? Well, keep on watching to learn how I create my business vision board. Hi everyone, I'm Vanessa Alzante, and on this channel, we talk all about instructional design and e-learning development and how I went from freelance to CEO and kind of everything in between. And one of the biggest lessons that I took away last year when I started in 2019, and I have to say it has tremendously helped my business, was creating a vision board and just sitting down and marking down what my goals were. To be honest, as a small business owner and a freelancer, I was just trying to make money to survive, right? To supplement my income, to be able to support what I was bringing in full time. And I didn't really take the time to sit down and think about what my goals were and what I wanted to see with the business. And in 2019, when I decided that I was really going to sit down and 2020 was going to be my year, which I think we all probably said that at one point or another, I said, you know what, I need to sit down and actually do some visualization. I need to do some goal setting. I'd always heard about visualization. I always heard about manifesting, read, watched The Secret. I definitely believe in manifestation and mindset. And I really do believe that your mindset affects everything about your life, from the relationships that you're in, your health, your business, all of those things. But I just wasn't taking the time to put that into practice. Let's be honest, the end of the year is crazy busy, especially as a freelancer, especially in the instructional design and e-learning development field. It just is what it is. Everyone's trying to use up their budget and they're trying to, go ahead and finish up their projects before the end of the year. Mind you, they take their 2-week Christmas vacation. Well, I'm still working, but that's a different video for a different day. Anyway, so I wanted to take some time last year to sit down and think about, okay, what is it that I want this business to be? Where do I really want it to go? And what it is that I want to accomplish. And the really cool thing is that, so last year I will say I mixed my vision and my business and my personal vision board, which I don't recommend doing. This year I'm doing 2 separate ones. But I manifested just about everything on my vision board. So there were things like the amount of money I wanted to make, which I did not hit, but I was very close. But I'm going to take that one as a win because, hashtag COVID. I manifested starting the YouTube channel, which was a very big goal for me, starting my blog, being more present and out loud on social media and on LinkedIn, getting my 8A certification, and my small business, women-owned small business certification. I was able to get my women-owned small business certification, the 8A. We are in the process of getting everything and basically signing over my firstborn together to get that. So I have high hopes that we'll have that in 2021. Bidding on government RFPs was a big goal for us and for myself. What else was on there? Travel was on there, which clearly didn't happen this year, but it's going to be transferred to my personal vision board, hopefully for 2021, and things like that. And I just found that by, I want to say the middle of the year, so many things on my vision board were already completed. And I sat back and I thought, how could that even be? First of all, we're in the middle of a global pandemic. Second of all, it was just the middle of the year. And I have to say, I think putting it out there, putting the goal, writing it down, it makes you more accountable to it. And it's something, so I had my vision board in my bedroom right next to where I get ready in the morning, so I could see it every single day. And I just thought about how I felt if I were to achieve those things, or how I would feel having achieved those things. And let me tell you, I'm just hungry for more, a lot more. We're not building a small business, we're building a mother effing empire, okay? I'm so excited where we're going and the team that I'm building around me. And I really do attribute that to setting those goals back in the end of 2019. So how do we create a vision board? Well, let's talk about the different categories. So I start off with financial because that's the most fun part of it, let's be honest. Setting that goal for where I want to be revenue-wise. Every year I say that I want to increase our revenue by 20%. That's always just like an internal goal. I do hit that. I've never written it down. That just seemed safe to me, but I'm not going safe this year. Okay, I'm saying 40 to 50% revenue. I'm probably going to land on 50% revenue increase. And that's to make up for revenue that I didn't have in 2020 and to push my own boundaries and push my limits and make me more accountable. So write down, like, there are actual templates on Pinterest and on Google where you can write your own check to yourself that says exactly the amount of money that you want to make. Take that check, print it out, and write it on there. So it's definitely one thing that, one area that you want to put on your vision board. The other thing that I think is really important is any certifications that you want. So again, I really want the 8A certification to help me with my government RFPs and things like that. So definitely put a section of any certifications that you want to go get. If you want to get certified as an ATD Master Instructional Designer, things like that. Put it on there, print out the course, print out something about it, like some sort of marketing pamphlet or marketing material. So I found a little 8A logo and I printed that out and I put that on my vision board last year. Things like that are really helpful to visualize. Also, on that note, any professional development courses or things like that you want to take. So there are a few courses that I want to take for my business. So they're not necessarily certifications that I'm going to put on, my LinkedIn or on my resume, but they are courses that are going to help me set up my business, work hard on my business, help me make my business run easier, run smoother, open my eyes to some marketing and things like that, different sales techniques and things like that. So any professional development courses, definitely want to put those on there. So go out, look for it. If there's like a little marketing pamphlet on that, I'll print that out and I'll put that on your vision board as well. The next thing is, what clients do you want to be working with? So if there's a dream client of yours, I want you to print out their logo or print out their name, write it down somewhere and put it on this board. And if there's a few, put it on there. If there are some different types of clients that you want to be working with, print those out. If you want to be working with nonprofits under 500 employees, well, put that, write that in a Word document, print it out and put it on your vision board. But manifest the type of clients that you want to be working with. What are the types of projects that you want to be working on? And I know that this can be difficult because as freelancers, we always want to just take everything because you never know when the next paycheck is going to come, but don't do that. That is bad advice. And so what I think that you can do is manifest and put together your ideal project. So what's like a dream project that you want to work on next year? Write an outline for it. Give it a name, give it something and put it on your vision board. Put it into Word and then put it on your vision board. The other area that I want you to sit back and I want you to think about is how you want to show up and where you want to show up. So are there social media platforms that you want to be more active in? Push yourself to really show up and be out there. That's definitely something that you should be putting on your vision board. So whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's Instagram, whether it's starting a YouTube channel or just finally getting your blog up to date or finally getting your portfolio updated, put those on your vision board. It's critical. If it's not on there, you're just gonna keep putting it on the back burner. You always put yourself on the back burner. Stop doing that. So if you can think about different places that you want to show up, how you want to show up, how you want to be looked at. So that goes back into talking about branding. I just did a training on being anchored in your instructional design brand. So I'm happy to bring some of that content here if you're interested. So just give this video a thumbs up. And I can definitely do some videos on that for you. So just think about any types of LinkedIn posts, Facebook groups that you want to be part of and that you want to be more active in. Do you want to start your own Facebook group? All of those things should be part of that vision board in whatever way, shape, or form makes sense for you, but it's just a way that you can keep track of your progress. And then of course, if there's any conferences and things that you want to attend, whether in person or virtual, if it's a dream of yours to go to, DevLearn or something like that, put it on your vision board, make it a priority, and then figure out how you can get there. And then by looking at it and working hard towards achieving that goal, you're going to hit it. I have no doubts. And that brings me actually to a really good point about your vision board. And you can't just put stuff on a vision board and then it just happens. Manifestation only works if you put the work into. So it's just not a matter of I put these pictures on a board and they happened. I worked my butt, and these were my goals, and this was my guiding light throughout 2020, even when we went through a huge pandemic, or we're in the middle of it. Those are my guiding lights. Those are my guiding principles. Those are my goals, and nothing was going to take my mind off of those goals. I was just going to have to be a little bit more creative of how to achieve them this year, but we got there and we got it done. And that's the most important. So your goals don't work unless you work for them. So what do you do when you have all of these things printed out? Well, I usually take a cork board, or I'll go to, Dollar Tree or something like that, and I'll get a big like oak tag or something like that, and I will start gluing, and I'll start putting everything together categorized, right? So it has a little bit of organization. You don't have to do that. I'm just a little OCD. And then I'll also print different quotes that mean something to me. Obviously, as you can tell, like I'm big on, motivational quotes and things like that. My kids' rooms are full of them. So I didn't go with like a cheesy theme for my kids' rooms. They're all somehow empowering. So I definitely recommend just some things that are gonna make you motivated. I put a picture of my kids smack dab in the middle of my vision board last year, because at the end of the day, I want to also build something that they can have and they can take on for themselves. And I do all of these things so that I can have a better life for them and create a better life. And so that is the drive. Like I'm looking at this picture of my kids and all these goals around, and that's my purpose, and that's how I'm going to achieve that purpose. So I definitely recommend doing something like that. And then the last step, don't forget to put it somewhere where you're going to look at it every single day. If it has to be in your bathroom because you go to the bathroom every day, put it in there. That's why I put it where my makeup is, and where my hair stuff is, where I get ready every single morning, because I'm getting ready every single morning. And it's easy for me to see. If I put it in my office, like when I had an office outside of the house, I wasn't there on the weekends. So I could have put it there, but I didn't really love it there. I wanted it somewhere I saw it every single day. And so that is what I challenge you, is to find a good place to put that. So this year, I'm very excited that I'm also coupling this with power sheets. So I don't know if you've heard about this. I'm a big planner person. I was a very big Erin Condren planner person, and I think that she does have great planners. They just don't work for me anymore. I do end up having to rely mostly on my digital planner for meetings and events and all that. And there's so many in a day that there was nothing that worked well for me. And then things would change. So then my planner would be out of date. So I was looking for something that was closer to what I was looking for. And like I said, I'm big on setting goals. And so that's when I found power sheets. And so in this planner, it actually has helped me cultivate what I want 2021 to look like. I was able to do some reflecting on 2020 and what worked and what didn't work. You also do some cultivation, life evaluation, so areas like health, friends, finances, recreation, things like that, how you thought the year went or how it's going, and then you picked out the top areas that are priority to you. So this planner marries more of my business and my personal goals. But it's all very important. On my vision boards, they'll be very separate, because I got a lot of goals on the business vision board. So, and then what's really cool is that for every month, you have a chance to like journal and do some gratitude and just really do some mental health checks and reflect on what's on your mind. So any important to-dos goes on here. Anything that you're excited for on your mind, what you're hopeful for. You have a traditional planner. Let's see. What else is in here that I thought was really cool? Oh, they give you a spot to brainstorm your ideas, which is really cool. So this is I'm really excited to use this tool, because I can sit down and just get all the thoughts that are in my head. And when you're a business owner, I'm constantly thinking, I'm constantly going nuts, and I'm constantly wondering, what's the next best thing? Or what am I missing out on? What can I improve on? Especially in this industry, I need to stay on top of the L&D trends. So I need to like get this mind's always going. So this gives me the ability to get those thoughts out of my mind and into my planner. And then what I really, really loved was that at the end of each month is the time to sit and review. So like I'm doing now, and I'm reviewing 2020, I'm able to sit down month by month and write down, who I'm grateful for. What are some great things that happened in the month? Any things that I read or I listened to, goals that are going well, and things that I'm choosing grace over guilt over, which is probably every month going to be something Housewives Bravo related because it's me. But that's how I am using my planner this year, which is a little less traditional than most planners. But I just find that I think this will work better for me. And it's going to keep me motivated on my goals. I'm an Enneagram 3, and if I don't have a goal to strive for, well, I always have a goal to strive for, but if I don't have a goal to strive for, I'm pretty depressed. So I love achieving the next great thing, the next best thing, and just keep climbing up and achieving. So that's mine. So you might be wondering, what are some things that are on my goals for 2021? And again, it's that 50% revenue growth. I'm looking to bring in at least 2 full-time employees, in 2021 to help me with the business. We are expanding our contractor pool and really solidifying our processes and our checks and balances in the business, just to help me, make sure that everything that walks out the door is of high quality. And it's something that you can't get anywhere else. It's best in class. So that's very important to me. So that's definitely a goal that's on our list. Our 8A is going to go back on the vision board, just to make sure that we can keep that in mind. That's one of our big goals. Knocking down one of those government contracts, that's definitely on our vision board. And then solidifying our ideal client, and figuring out exactly like who's that dream client that I really want to land, like that one company, that company is going to go on there. I have some ideas. I just haven't decided who it is I'm going to attack just yet. Oh, but I'm attacking. And then there are some other opportunities that I'm really interested in, like making sure that I am in front of an audience at least once a month and speaking, whether it's about instructional design trends, whether it's about business trends, branding, all the things that I love to talk about. Being a mom, a working mom, things like that are all things that I love to talk about. So I want to make sure that I'm doing that. I know that if you've ever seen like what makes a CEO super successful, they always say they read a book a week. Well, that ain't me. So I am going to put reading a book a month on my, reading or listening, because I do use Audible a lot. Putting that on my vision board for 2021, a book a month, I think is realistic for me, given the amount of things that I want to be a part of, right? Being engaged on LinkedIn. Listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, and then a book, that's all a lot, especially when you have a lot of business and 2 super young kids. So a book a month is what's going to work for me, because it's going to happen. And now that I'm saying it here on YouTube, it has to happen, because in December 2021, we're going to check in, and then you're going to say, Vanessa, you said a book a month. You were wrong. But anyway, and then here's the thing. If you don't achieve some things on your vision board, that's fine. Don't beat yourself up. Give yourself some grace and take that goal and just do better to work on it for the next year. Things happen. Life happens. Things come up. So there may be one month that I'm working 1,000 hours a week. So reading just is not a priority. That's fine. I'm just going to do better, or maybe I'll double up the following month. Just don't be so down on yourself if you don't achieve a goal. You can always move it to the next year, but definitely continue to hustle and continue to strive to achieve that goal. Well, friends, I want you to leave a comment down below with what your goals are for 2021 so we can hold each other accountable, which is something we've been doing a lot this week in the Freelance Learning and Development Network on Facebook. So make sure you click the link down in my bio or down in the description box So you can get the link to join us. We're going to hold each other accountable throughout 2021, talk a lot about L&D, and we'll see where 2021 takes us, but it has to be better than 2020, right? Anyway, friends, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.